This is a focus on CLC contributing to the economic vitality of Lake County. And this pillar currently has 6 key areas of focus, including community programming to uphold enrichment experiences for all ages, ensuring a sufficient skilled workforce pipeline achieved through collaborative partnerships and intentional pathway programming that creates enrollment pipelines to our programs, workforce alliances with a build-out of apprenticeship and emphasis on high-demand workforce needs, such as manufacturing, trades, healthcare, information technology, and education, which were the areas identified through the environmental scan and through the input process over the past year. It's about capacity building to be able to deliver solutions to the workforce community in a nimble way. For example, if some employer comes and says, I need immediate training on CAD for my employees, which was a request last week, can you deliver that next week? The ability for us to turn on a dime and deliver what they need when they need as well as creating flexible training for that incumbent workforce. And finally, building out a civic engagement arm within this organization, which means building relationships of CLC with its community through curricular and co-curricular experiences, as well as building out volunteerism for employees within the community to improve our education about the community and the community's education about us. So the primary benefit in this area is workforce needs are addressed through multiple methods. The infrastructure exists for responsiveness to the community and workforce needs, and there is revenue growth for the college. Comments, questions?
We need someone really good to run that.
You know, I would agree.
That?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have thought about
Let's see if we can find someone.
that.
I like that word nimble, okay?
Nimble.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice
Would you
word.
like that word?
Yeah, that's a nice
I like
word.
it.
We are working on nimble. Yes, so as you know, this pillar drove the recent reorganization, which is represented in the board book today. Concerns about moving this forward? Okay. Pillar number 5. Addresses building a culture of talent and an environment through the execution of these strategies. And this is really about building the culture that can help us get the work done. And so we have 5 key strategies to support the development of a values-based, student-focused, and accountable organization. And those 5 areas include leadership and talent management, professional development and recognition that's intentionally developed for employees and values their role in the success of the college through meaningful recognition, which was a key aspect of feedback through our recent climate survey and one of the items that our AQUIP team has been working on. It's also about enhancing the shared governance structure and improving the employee engagement within it, which was again a direct piece of feedback from our climate survey. Then also spending some time building out a collaborative team culture, ensuring that that collaboration exists across all levels and within all functions at the college. And finally, creating a place that fosters innovation as a norm of our way of doing work. The primary benefit of the strategies within this pillar is that we will have a high-performing organization that drives outcomes to meet the mission and vision and achieves our aspirations. And our aspirations were to be the higher education organization by which others measure themselves, where every student succeeds and every employee thrives, and we're a premier solution provider, seen as a valuable return on investment and a place that launches champions. So I'll pause there for comments, questions.
I mean, using the term shared governance, for example, is part of almost interchangeable with collaborative.
We would hope so.
Yes.
Right, absolutely. And I'm going to cast a future vision. I would hope that in our next 5-year strategic plan, these things will be so ingrained in our culture, this pillar won't need to exist. So we've got the makings of a lot of these elements, but we're not using them in an aligned way, and we haven't necessarily developed every new employee or existing employees to comprehend what does that look like in their own behaviors every single day. And our new values that we're proposing as we do training around those would help us accomplish this. This pillar did not exist before we had the climate survey. And after the climate survey results came in, it became very obvious that we needed to spend some deliberate time building out a place that can make every employee feel motivated, valued, recognized, and inspired to do the work that we're here to do, while holding ourselves accountable. Any concerns with moving this one forward? Okay. Final strategic pillar, an important one, to ensure that CLC is a sustainable and fiscally sound college that's continually growing to meet the needs in the most prudent and accountable way. There are 5 key strategies, including the alignment of our resources to achieve maximum accountability given the resources we have, the development of new resources and revenue streams to support our strategic initiatives, creating a place of ongoing continuous improvement for maximum efficiencies with process improvement, maintaining a focus on our health and wellness benefits to ensure employees have access to high quality care, yet share responsibility for reducing annual costs, and that's through behaviors as well as how we do our benefit plan designs. And then a focus on data and technology systems that advances the work of the college in serving students and the community. The primary benefits of these strategies is to ensure CLC's continued healthy fiscal position and consideration as a value-added return on investment for the community. Questions, comments?
Pointing out that nimble is in there again.
It is.
We like that word.
This is still in draft form, so the next time you see it, it will have gone through edits that after we get it out to the college community as well.
We're going to see all these nimble people jumping around.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of yoga classes to help us with that. Any concerns with this moving forward? Okay. You received in an email the proposed revisions to the mission and vision, and just to let you know briefly, the changes that were intended to be accomplished, we worked hard to retain the core aspect of the mission, but the changes were the integration of equity, workforce, and enrichment within this statement. The previous statement didn't recognize all of the aspects of what the college does in an explicit way, and there was a desire to represent that. Of the 193 employees that have responded to the survey as of today, 89.53% support the proposed mission that is before you. And the vision changes to that was really to try to differentiate the vision from the mission, and really ensure that it represents the preferred future state of the organization. So given all of the pillars represented in the strategic plan, the values work that we did, the vision as it was written really wasn't reflecting all of what we were saying we wanted, to go do. So we made some modifications to that. And also it reflects the language represented in the pillars. Of the 193 employees that have responded, 86.52% have supported the proposed vision. So questions on the mission and vision is, do you feel as though these statements align with our aspirations do you have any comments or recommendations that you would
Did you
like to
get any
offer?
feedback from the employees that responded that did not support?
Yeah, so those that aren't in that 89% said no. I just received all of the comments today. Some of the no's aren't no, I hate this, but no, I prefer you said it this way instead. So we will be going through all of that feedback. There's some great feedback in there that we will probably use to tweak. What we do really want is for this to feel comprehensible and meaningful to employees. I can tell you there's a lot of new language and terminology in this plan and in the value statements. There's a general sense of excitement about the direction we're going. There is some anxiety around really understanding what does that mean to my role. So our first phase of this rollout is going to be a lot of development for employees to really understand what does this mean to the work I do every day. So we know we have that work, but we will be taking that feedback and infusing it into this as well before you see it again for the final. So any general concerns with the changes, you will see a final in your June meeting. And then perhaps the biggest change was to the values statements, which you received. I only listed the main words here, but you received all of the behaviors and the definitions. And Alexa, I don't know if I included you on the email, so I will make sure you have those. Because they were a direct result of the student input sessions and the employee input sessions. And so we're receiving positive response to these as well from employees. No?
Good.
Okay. So, do you have interest in seeing the 50th anniversary video? Or would you like to proceed into the budget presentation? The video is 4 minutes long.
Is that the video they showed at graduation?
Yes.
That was a great video.
Would you like to see it real quick?
Sure.
Okay, Carol. Take it away, Carol.
Well, you're on, Rick.
Yeah.
Narrated by,
When you're a dinosaur, you're gonna think.
Joanna Rowland was on it.
as old as you are.
Brandwell and Anderson own Picket Fence Farm. This was a small parcel, the 101 acres. They thought about it and decided to donate the land. And it's going to be centrally located here in Lake County. Great America was one of the things that started the development of Lake County. And also it was a good place for students to have jobs.
In 1978, College of Lake County started a presence in the downtown Waukegan area. The college expanded to the next block, and the college was really a voice for the community.
They've expanded a lot of their sports, like softball, baseball, tennis. They've been really focused on getting people to have that college experience that you get at a four-year school.
In 1981, we expanded into the old Heinz department store and started offering more college credit classes.
There was a lot of growth in the county and jobs. The big pharmaceutical companies need trained workers, and we have always been a source of training for them. That relationship blossomed into the Baxter lab that we have now.
I don't know if a lot of people know that there is a study abroad program at CLC, and I've had a lot of people that I've known went to China, Japan, Morocco, Italy, France, a bunch of different countries.
In 1998, the college started offering online courses, and today there are more than 9,000 students that are participating. In the time between 1950 and 2000, the population of Chicago decreased by 20%, while in Lake County it increased by 260%.
In 2004, we moved our Salute to Gospel to the Genesee Theater. That was a very important piece of connecting the college culture community.
Putting a fire station here at the College of Lake County, I'm very proud of that. And now we have a program where we train actual firefighters that get jobs as soon as they leave here.
When the college moved the dental hygiene program to downtown Waukegan, that was a stroke of magic connecting the community and the college. It has been extremely successful, and it proves that if you bring a program that people need, they will come.
That was quite a big event for the college to have a young Senator Barack Obama here and speaking to the students in the community.
In the year 2007, the South Lake campus, new construction, tripled its size. And South Lake has now served thousands of students over the past decade. Since 2011, the college has been the only one of the community colleges that has supported the Blackhawks with their fitness testing.
So in 2012, the Board of Trustees approved a $163 million sustainability plan. Through the result of that smart investment, we were able to grow space for learning and students while maintaining and reducing the utility costs to the college. In 2013, we started the Farmers Market, and that's an opportunity for the community to purchase things that were grown right here at Grace Lake through our students and the faculty that we have. College of Lake County's LEED Platinum Science and Engineering building is really a demonstration of its commitment to uphold the economic, environmental, and social responsibilities and weave those within the curriculum and learning opportunities for students.
I look at the College of Lake County as being the heart of the county. I envision how the lessons go out and come back to the heart. That's what the College of Lake County does.
It's allowing me to focus on what's important, and that is my education, and that is my community, and outreaching to everyone.
I just have to say I always feel proud when I watch that video, so it's fun to see, and it's been such a fun journey to learn about this college over the past year and its rich history. So we are looking forward to a year-long celebration of the 50th and look forward to having all of you engage in that with us. I do want to take this short moment to thank our PR and marketing team who've been working extremely hard to help create these videos, including the one that I showed you earlier, as well as our 50th anniversary committee, which is inclusive of internal and external folks. At some point, we'll make sure you have the names of the individuals who are behind all of this great work as we begin our celebration. At this point, though, I am going to thank you for your input on the strategic plan and transition us into the budget presentation. I just want to make a couple of comments before handing it over to my competent team. But as you know, the budget planning process is in fact a team sport, and the budget process involved teams college-wide. It began with each division and department leader giving thorough and thoughtful review of their existing budget. Time was spent evaluating resources against our priorities, determining how to realign resources to those opportunities, and goal setting. The college leadership team then heard 28 budget proposal presentations that served as the launch pad for organizational decisions. Requests were prioritized based on must-haves to achieve goals, and the must-haves are represented within our plan today, versus those that are nice-to-haves. We went through a process of reallocation of existing resources, which Ken will share with you, to address the emerging needs that we wanted to prioritize before determination of any new resource requests were made. Through this extensive process, over $14 million of requests, which was our starting point for personnel, non-personnel, and capital, and just know we didn't bring $14 million of requests to you. I just wanted you to have a sense of the filter process that has been used. So we went from a large number, trimmed down through that budget process, and to the budget proposal that we have before you today. All of your decisions as a board of trustees that we made from October through this point in time have been included within the fiscal year 20 budget, including contracts, benefits, positions, and priorities as we've discussed previously. We believe we bring forward a responsible, strategically focused budget proposal to support the team's ability to execute on the plan we put forward and in the emerging strategic plan. I would like to personally recognize and thank the teams and leaders across the college who engaged in this process to this point today. I'd especially like to thank the finance team, particularly Connie Kravitz and Christy Hughes, for their support and hard work in preparing the presentation and the budget book. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ken Gosh.